Well, hello, my YouTube family. Yeah, you didn't see me yesterday. You would have seen me yesterday. You almost saw me yesterday. Then I rechecked my video while I was recording. It kept freezing up on me. And then when I checked it in the back, it would stop and then the voice would keep going, but then my face would be frozen on the screen. So I said, no. So let's pray to Jesus that this is a smooth recording and no hiccups today, because I have got to talk to you about today. Sit down. Okay? So let's just do lips of the day, because I don't know how long I'll be rambling, because there was drama in the office today. Let us start off with the lip liner. It is NYX Bloom lined and filled. It's Revlon, an oldie but goodie, lip butter. And this is in the shade 075 Lollipop. And it looks a little worse for the wear, because it's worse for the wear. This is Lollipop. That is Lollipop. And this is Lollipop. By the way, just a total random thought. I think I'm going to have Mexican tonight. Just thought I'd throw that out there for you. One way or the other, it doesn't affect you in the least. But you know I like to share certain things. Anyway, so this is Lollipop. And this is Lollipop. Sit down. Okay. I told you about Crazy Cuckoo coworker, right? The newest ones, the newest coordinator that got hired. I'm actually so shocked that after what happened today, that she didn't either walk out or she didn't get fired, terminated like right on the spot, which burns me to the nth degree, but I will explain. So there was this big hoity-toity meeting that I told you a couple of days ago. Big hoity-toity meeting. The whole HR department was in it. The whole payroll department was in it. The coordinators were there, were still working, thank God, as well as myself. I came in, and Queen of Darkness came to me, and she said, "You don't have to worry about anything. Everything's been taken care of." Was I worried about anything to begin with? So I said, "Oh, okay, that's fine. That's great." She did inform me that if anybody needed to speak to her before she went into the meeting, because I think she was going to only spend like a few minutes and then pop back out, I guess, to say whatever she had introduced, whatever, and then pop back out. So she said, if anybody needs me while I'm in there, just have them have a seat, because I'll be back out. Okay, fine. So at about 9 is when everything started. So emptied out the HR department, emptied out the payroll department. They went into the, I can't call them conference rooms. They're like classrooms in the back. There's a big classroom, and then there's a small classroom. They were all in the big classroom. So people were still trickling in, until finally everybody finally made it. I'm doing my work, and I've got work to do. And I start hearing the voices being raised. I can't exactly hear exactly what's being said, but you can tell it's getting ugly. So, no, that's sort of kind of the norm every now and then. So I'm still doing, I peeked my head up, listened for a little bit, kept it moving. I did hear Crazy Cuckoo's voice. So I said, oh, it's got something to do with her. Okay. No surprise. So I'm going about my business, and now it's escalating. Now a whole bunch of people, now everybody's arguing. like the entire coordinating department, which consists of about like 12 to 15 people. And the head voice that is not, I can't really say she's just got a raised voice. She is out and out screaming. She's screaming. It's not fair. It's not fair. You can't do this. It's not fair. This keeps happening. Now that part I got. Finally, I guess this got moved into the conference room, which is right next to me. So, you know, my big Dumbo ears decided to grow, 10 times larger. I still didn't get the gist of it. But the way that Crazy Cuckoo was talking to Queen of Darkness is trying to de-escalate the situation, and Crazy Cuckoo is escalating the situation. It had something to do with Crazy Cuckoo and the business manager, who once upon a time, when I first started, he was a coordinator. Then he left the company for a couple of months, and then he came back. Why would you come back? I don't know. Anyway, he came back. It must have been an offer he could not refuse. That's all I have to say. But you came back to this madness. It is between him and Crazy Cuckoo and a couple of other coordinators, but the entire coordinating department was in the meeting. No, not all of them. Like about 7 of them. Just my luck. Food delivery for lunch, which is I think at 12, came at about 11:15. And Queen of Darkness did inform me that when the food arrives, get her wherever she is. She's in the screaming room with Crazy Cuckoo and the others. So I got up, and she must have seen something in my face, either shock. I was angry, and I was disgusted. That is what I was. I was 100% disgusted, because it shouldn't be happening. Like, you don't raise your voice to your supervisor or your boss or whoever. And this is what pisses me off. She allowed Crazy Cuckoo to raise her voice to her. And I guess whatever she was saying was in the right, because I cannot tell you that when I got in trouble last year, when I first started, like 6 months in, seek way previous videos, Queen of Darkness was screaming at me, and all I did was sit there and take it and cry in the process. She was threatening to fire me, and she couldn't believe what, the way I was speaking to people on the phone, and the way I was speaking to people on the phone. But you're going to allow a coordinator to scream at you, and she's still keeping her job? So that's what pissed me off. So I was disgusted by the whole thing. So when I told her, I knocked on the door, and I said, and I looked at her and I said, the food delivery is here. And I must have said it just like that, because she got up from her seat and she gave me a look like, it wasn't a look of what's the matter, but almost an apologetic look. Like, I really, I'm sorry that you have to go through this. I'm sorry I have to go through it too. Especially since you letting everybody else scream at you. But when you were screaming at me and I tried to interject what I wanted to say, you kept saying, I'm I'm not done with you. I'm not done with you yet. But you're going to allow somebody else to scream at you? And my voice isn't half as loud, not even a quarter as loud as Crazy Cuckoo. I call her Crazy Cuckoo for a reason. So I really was disgusted because it's unnecessary to have that happen. First, she's screaming in the coordinating department. Then you take it into the conference room and you have her still screaming. And you're not going to say anything? All I heard Queen of Darkness say was, well, you have to understand. And the more she's saying you have to understand, Crazy Cuckoo saying, I don't have to understand a damn thing. You going to allow that? Crazy Cuckoo was so elevated, and she knew she was getting elevated, because every time she would raise her voice, and I guess she started to curse, she would say, excuse me, you have to excuse me, because I normally don't speak like that, but let me tell you, this is how I'm feeling because such and such said so-and-so, and it's not fair, and it's not fair. All I kept hearing, the clearest part of every part of the conversation I heard was, it's not fair, it's not fair. It has something to do with, I think, Crazy Cuckoo defending the aides. And I guess business manager was doing something maybe not so cool, giving the aides more work than necessary, or favoring certain aides to direct them in certain areas where you really should be distributing the areas to everybody. And I guess Crazy Cuckoo had enough and saw what was happening, and she just blurted everything all out. She just blurted it all out. Crazy Cuckoo eventually walked out. Either Queen of Darkness told her, okay, go outside and just have a seat. You need to calm down. She walked out, and as she's walking out, she closed the door behind her. Here's what I found. That's my phone, people. Damn, lost my train of thought. As she's walking out, one of the coordinators is behind her and trying to tell her, you need to calm down. You need to calm. And she's like, I don't have to calm down. I don't have to calm down for that. And she called the business manager a derogatory term. Let me just put it this way. He happens to be gay, and she called him a derogatory term. So those of you I know could put the two together. You know exactly what she called him. It starts with an F. That's all I'm going to say. And when she said it with such venom, and she said it with such, I can't say glee, but if she could have said it to his face, she would have. Now she walked out, and the coworker that walked behind her came back, but Crazy Cuckoo's still out. So I guess she had a lot of cooling off to do. She walked outside or whatever. The coworker went back into the meeting, and now I'm hearing him, the business manager, saying, no, I'm done. Now, I don't know if he means I'm done, I'm quitting, because we didn't get any email saying that he no longer is with the company or whatever. I don't know. We'll see tomorrow. I've had it with her. I've had it with her attitude. And I'm done. I'm done with everybody. I'm just done. And I hear Queen of Darkness cooling his jets. She has her favorites. And I think that's the reason why he came back to this job, because she was one of his pet. He was one of her pet students, I guess you could call it. You can always tell who she favors. Like, she favors Alpha. That's another new pet that she's got. Anyway, went on for quite some time, over an hour. And when Crazy Cuckoo came to sit in the reception area, I was not about to look at her. I don't know if she was looking at me. I was not about to look at her. But when she finally came back, it was time for me to go to lunch. Thank you, sweet Jesus. I called the person that was going to cover for me because my normal coverage, the people in the payroll department as well as the HR department, they're in the meeting. So Queen of Darkness had to get somebody else who normally collects the timesheets with me on Mondays. So she had to come and do the desk for me. So I thanked her. And then as I'm walking out, she goes, "You know, Nancy, I don't do this, right?" I said, "Yeah, I know. I thank you very much." And I walked out. I didn't walk out shaking or anything, but I walked out completely and utterly disgusted. Because you're going to allow somebody who is beneath you, title-wise. I mean, you are the supervisor, supervising all of these people, and you're allowing all of this screaming and screeching to go on. But when you want to berate me, I'm never going to forget it. As you can tell, I can't let this go. You want to berate me, and I'm trying to explain myself, and you keep interjecting with oh so subtle, not so subtle threats of firing me right there on the spot. But you're going to allow that? So I walked out completely and utterly disgusted. This is why I do my job. I go in, I do my job, and I leave. This is why I didn't go to the Christmas party. It's crap like this that happens. You know, crap, and then Thanksgiving and Christmas, are we supposed to be all kumbaya? And no. You want to talk about hypocrisy to the utmost. And then December 26th, we back to being nasty again? That's why I wasn't feeling the holiday party last year. I wasn't feeling it. I was not feeling it. I just want to go do my job, collect my check, my direct deposited check every Friday, and go home. That is it. I don't do the let's hang out after work. No. I don't hang out with coworkers. Not gonna happen. Trust no one. Okay? I know that's really a terrible phrase to live by, but especially in this particular job, after what I saw today, and she must have seen the disgust in my eyes. She had to, because I don't have a poker face. I really don't. I couldn't play poker to save my life, because everybody would know I'd either have a really good hand or I'd have a really bad hand. Can't do it. So that was the drama today. I mean, I just kind of heard it escalating, screeching to the utmost. And she's still going to work here? We'll see how long she lasts. Either she's going to quit on her own, especially after what happened today, or she's going to get fired. Because if you can allow somebody to scream at you like that in front of coworkers, regardless of the fact that you're the supervisor, and you're just going to allow that, then everybody can walk all over you. But you have your favorites. Everybody else you'll scream at. But the ones that you favor, like the business manager, and I suppose Crazy Cuckoo, maybe she favors Crazy Cuckoo, to allow her to scream at her like that? Just pay me just pay me every Friday. Let me just be done with it and just pay me every Friday. That's the reason why I'm staying at this job, people. Payday every Friday. Pay me my little peanuts and let me call it a day. I respect nobody. I respect nobody. There really isn't anybody. I'm really trying to think hard as to who I respect. Well, there was a nurse. She was there and now she's no longer there. But every now and then when she comes back to New York, because I think she moved to Florida, every time she comes back to New York, she comes in and she, you know, we really click immediately. Of course, all the ones that I really like, they leave or they get fired or what have you. And the ones that you really want gone, they're the ones that last 18, 20 years. Let's see if there's going to be more drama tomorrow. We shall see. All I know is the one thing I was very glad and appreciative of is the fact that I do the reception area and at least I sit by myself when everything is said and done and everybody's gone and aides aren't coming in and out and I get a little whoosah moment. At least I wasn't sitting back there in the coordinators department because I'm sure the tension must have been fierce. Must have been fierce. I don't know. Who needs to sit in that? Who needs to sit in that? Okay, so I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. This is Lips of the Day. This is the day. And I pray to Jesus that everything uploads correctly. I didn't see any hiccups or anything. But then again, I was looking at you guys and I'm not looking at the screen. So hopefully everything was fine. I'm liking my little dewy look. I've got the dewy look. I've mastered this Lancôme. Feels so good. Does it feel so good? Skin feels good. Very dewy. It really is dewy. And if you put, well, I mix it. Well, you know, because if you read my description every day, I mix it with a moisturizer and a liquid highlighter. Extra dewy. You have a dewy foundation. You put extra dew on it. Just make sure you don't look like you're sweating, because that would really not be a good look. So there you have it, people. That is it. That is all. Too bad it is not Friday. Too bad it is not Friday. One more day to go. But I need to go real quick because I need to order my Mexican. Hello? All right. So that is it. That is all. This is Lips of the Day. I have no words. I have no words. This is the most drama I've ever seen so far. I don't know if anything could top today. And the whole meeting with the HR department and the payroll department, that ended at about 4:30. As soon as I saw people trickling back in, I said, okay, so that ended it. And I had to just kill that last half hour. And that was that upon that. I worked, I didn't work. I worked, I didn't work. But I did, you know, I did accomplish a few things. So I have got to go because I need to power down. I don't think I've powered down even after I came back from lunch. I really don't think so. I really need to hoosah. So let me go and do that. Unfortunately, I still have one more day to go. But it is Friday tomorrow, so at least that's a good thing. And it is payday, of course. So I've already got bills staring at me. Will I be ordering anything? Nothing fun, really. No, not really. My NARS eyeshadow did not come. I have to contact the seller, and either you're going to send me another one or I want a refund. Hello? I've got to go. All right. I love you. I love my YouTube family. Hit me up. Let me know what you think about everything that I have said. If you could follow the story, let me know what you think, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Hopefully, because, you know, Fridays now I have to start, you know, do a little overtime just to put a little punch into my paycheck. But again, I don't think I have anything to stay late for. If there is, I will. If there isn't, then you'll see me, you know, my regular time, like tonight. But if I'm a little late, then you'll know that I stayed a little bit longer. Hopefully you'll see me tomorrow. Okay? I love you. Mwah. Bye now.